Hi, and welcome back to my channel. LLMs are great, but for highly specific requests, they might get you 70% of what you need. We still need to do significant editing to the LLM result. I'm going to talk to you about how you can get 90% plus of the way there and reduce your editing time dramatically. Get the best results from an LLM by making it your LLM. An LLM, by the way, stands for large language model, like ChatGPT or Claude. We're going to do this by using something called Retrieval Augmented Generation, abbreviated as RAG and referred to generally as RAG. We're going to talk about how to do this as an individual, but I'm also going to talk mostly about how to do this as a business. That's where I think the huge benefit is, in my opinion. At the end, we're going to see the best way to implement this strategy to make a business-enhanced LLM. Hi, I'm Steve Murphy. I'm a vice president and AI consultant at ARG, and while I work at ARG, this video is my own and does not represent the views or opinions of my employer. LLMs are awesome, but not perfect. If you just type in a basic prompt, like write an email to a prospect on how the board of directors presentation went for your solution, well, you're going to get a pretty generic email back. Enhanced prompt engineering, essentially giving the LLM more input so we can enhance the output, is one way of upping the relevancy of that output. But training your entire team on prompt engineering is not super realistic. Neither is providing them several prompt templates. People will be people and just wing it on their own. Ask anyone who's tried to get a large group of people to do things differently. Unless there's a compelling incentive, it's like herding cats. So RAG can be a solution to a large percentage of this issue. With RAG, you can provide the LLM an enhanced prompt without the user being responsible for doing the enhancing. So what is RAG? RAG uses a database of relevant information as an additional source for an LLM prompt. The basic prompt is input by the user and is sent to this database where additional information or context is retrieved. And that context is specifically relevant to the prompt. Then the prompt with this additional context is sent to the LLM. The LLM uses this now highly relevant prompt to generate a highly relevant response. You create a database by providing key documents that represent your organization. The more information you can provide, the more context the LLM has to make this response customized for you. Think of it this way. If you're hungry, you can go out and stop by the first source of food and buy whatever's there. That's analogous to using an uninformed generic prompt response from an LLM. You get the first thing it generates for you, and it'll probably taste fine, but will not address your particular wants or tastes. Deciding to go out for a particular food type, say Chinese food, gives you your intention to acquire a meal context. You can go to a restaurant that serves what you want. When you show up at the Chinese restaurant, you'll have a menu of options that closely fits your desired results. This is like RAG in a way. RAG helps you customize your result based upon extensive context provided to the LLM. This context informs the LLM on how to produce your result. Okay, maybe not the best of examples, but hopefully you get my point. RAG provides information to the LLM that can be used to customize the response to your basic prompt. So the example that we used previously about a salesperson drafting an email about the outcome of a meeting can now be augmented by RAG to include the specific product name, reinforce relevant benefit statements, and address the client in an appropriate historical context. Now, if you're an individual, you can do this in ChatGPT and probably other LLMs. Just go to the settings and select personalization. You can provide ChatGPT context, upload documents that represent your writing style, etc. Just be careful what you provide. I would not upload anything personal there personally. If you're a business, you can have a paid account with ChatGPT and do the same thing. But to be honest, I'm not sure this is actually the best solution for a business. Locking you into only using ChatGPT may not provide you with the best results over a wide range of requests. My preference is to set up an LLM platform where you can manage data security, what data sources you want to include, and provide access to all the major LLMs so you're not locked into a single platform. It's not very expensive, and it takes just a few weeks to set up. And with this strategy, you could offer the organization a secure, efficient, and customized LLM experience without having to herd those cats. The service is available from many providers, but if you want a recommendation, just let me know. My contact information is in the description of this video. So that's it. It's pretty easy to construct an LLM environment that speaks to your specific voice with data that is specific to your organization. Now, before I leave you, I want to acknowledge that there are other solutions that might be considered to get to a similar result, such as cache retrieval generation or LLM fine-tuning. I'll save those topics for additional videos, but you may want to explore those before making a final decision. I'd be happy to help here as well. Now, if you got some value out of this video, please like it by hitting the thumbs up button below. And if you want to find your way back here in the future, clicking that subscribe button will allow you to come back to this channel at your convenience. If you want to be notified of new content, clicking that bell icon will take care of that. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.